Hi friends, welcome to another edition of Minimal Monday, the Minimal Monday wrap-up number 64 already. Without further ado, I'm just gonna start doing this because I have so much to share with you guys that I'll be running out of time. As you can see, I'm still tired. These big bags under my eyes. Just came back from a 2 days stint to Abraham Lake in Alberta, and Abraham Lake is very well known for its ice bubbles. Although the season is already end of February now, season is almost over for really nice ice conditions. But nonetheless, if you're in the neighborhood, do stop by because it's a lake that is a little bit, it's not really well known. It's a gorgeous lake, but it's in between Banff and Jasper. And everybody drives from Banff to Jasper, but nobody takes the time to actually hang a right and do the extra 50-60 kilometers and go actually to the lake. And especially in winter time, it's absolutely a top location. So keep your eye on my stream. I will be scanning in some negatives, probably maybe later tonight or at least tomorrow. And if you have been following me on Twitter, you maybe will have, or maybe on Facebook, you will have seen that I've shared a little preview of what the view through my viewfinder looks like with one scene, and then I shared the negative as well. So yeah, hopefully I can scan those first two rolls of film in somewhere tomorrow. Or maybe even tonight, and I still have about 4 films to develop. So, anyways, that being said, who gets my number one, my fav, I should say, fav of the day award? This week, I was really amazed by Guitar Behet. I don't know, Guitar. I mean, she's been following me for a while, and she's from Belgium as well. So I'm gonna be chauvinistic this week and give her the award. She found this awesome-looking tree, and I mean, in this obviously in the snow landscape because it's winter. But she found this awesome tree, and it looks really gnarly, and but in these probably foggy conditions, but a little bit of sunshine because the tree does cast a shadow. The fog was lifting probably, but this tree is so gnarly looking. It's absolutely a beautiful find, guitar. Absolutely amazing. I mean, this is one of those photographs where you see. I would struggle to even if I was photographing in color, I would question myself, why am I photographing this in color? Because I mean, this could have well been an easy conversion to black and white, but Guitar photographed it in color, and I have to say that I think I know I like her decision to keep this in color, because colors are so dull in wintertime that, I mean, they're different in wintertime, and people need to appreciate these colors as well, and this is definitely a beautiful photograph. I love this. Gorgeous work, Guitar. Thank you for showing this to us. Last week's winner, I believe, Didier Demarais, posted another one of those crazy beautiful photographs. I mean, this is absolutely minimal landscape photography. Or actually, I wouldn't say minimal, but I mean, this is, distilling a landscape that is in front of you to its pure essence, right? Beautiful reflection. Yeah, this is a very sensitive piece. Beautiful work, DJ. And I enjoyed watching Brian Spencer's Winterscape as well. These beautiful trees and that little bench, they're so. Again, I mean, probably a foggy day, and your classic elements for a good minimal winter scene were there. Yeah, beautiful leading line as well. It doesn't necessarily lead to anything, but I mean, it's definitely part of the composition that it all sparks interest to me. As like my eye goes to the bench and the trees and this and that, and then it flows around, follows the line of the shore, and then it bumps into the edge, and that makes me wonder what is on the right side. It's definitely an image that is a dynamic composition, and sparks interest. Great job, Brian. I love this. Alright, my brother from another mother, Nate Parker. Are you going square, mate? Usually Nate does 4x5s, crops his work to 4x5, but yeah, somehow I like this square composition, Nate. Again, a beautiful leading line that is catching my eye. All these, that the grasses that are popping out of the snow. You can follow the line all the way to the back to the mountain, and the mountain is nicely captured in between the foreground trees. Gorgeous tones, Nate's signature, almost selenium toned processing. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is a beautiful winter scene. Very well presented. Yeah, beautiful work, Nate. And then a Minimal Monday wouldn't be a Minimal Monday without adding some work from Nathan Worth. He's on a roll with his Buddha series, and what I like about this is definitely the and here's the thing. It's like a yin yang image, at least the bottom edge of it, black and white, and the foreground ripples, ripple through the wide edge of the image as well, and they kind of inverse. A black line turns into a lighter line, and adding the Buddha there is like almost like a triple whammy of making sure that your viewer understands where you're going at with this. Gorgeous image, Nate. And this one by Michael Salmila. Yeah, this is wow. This is absolutely top work when it comes to minimalistic seascape photography. Again, distilling this to its purest form. It's not about detail in the posts. It's not about that. It's about the rhythm that they make, and it's about the converging lines that they make, and the subtle reflections in the long exposure water. It's about that. It's about shape and form, and that's what this image is about. It's not about these, getting too overly excited with detail on these things, because I'm pretty sure there was detail, but Michael decided that that detail was not needed, and I agree. It's a beautiful rendition of 5 posts. Andy Lee understands the concept of it's okay to let things go to black, and personally, since I'm photographing on film, I have a hard. I think it's tough to pre-visualize black, because I'm always afraid that I'm gonna lose detail in something that I didn't see, in a zone or an area where I needed that detail. And what Andy did, of course, that being said, I can always print things down to get them to black, right? Burn them, right? But that being said, this can be done in previs as well. And Andy, what Andy shows you is that it is indeed okay to get things, to let things go to black. And again, what the previous image by Michael showed us is it is okay. right? I mean, it's just distilling the whole scene in front of you to its shape, form and shape, and not detail. And the detail is ultimately, the detail will be there. Like for instance, an Andy shot, and the detail is in the sand, the detail is in the sky, and yeah, this is wow. Can I put this in my portfolio, Andy? I'm just joking. Athena Carey. I like this. This is almost a I don't know what this is exactly. Like this is there's a little island with an obelisk in the middle of trees, probably a monument of some sort, and then all the birds or ducks or whatever there are in the foreground. This is the way Athena processed this is almost like a again, you know, it's like a hopeful, how do you say this? Like it's a monument, and it almost is like this monument, to me, represents hope. Like the way she processed the sky, and I don't know if these lines are, you know, because of a long exposure, which I doubt, were those rays in the sky because of the sun? I don't know. Nonetheless, it is absolutely amazing, because it adds a lot of feel and gives a lot of meaning to an image. And it's funny because I mean, at first I didn't see the obelisk. I just thought it was an island with a bunch of trees on and whatever, right? But no, this is definitely something else. A beautiful workout, no? All right, talk about minimalism. Christoph Tauscher added this this week. Beautiful curves. And again, this reminds me of a nude almost. You know, very sensitive, soft snow. You know, very. I mean, again, it's tough to photograph this, and to keep things white. Now, I don't exactly know anymore how it went in digital, but it is tough to show white and have just enough detail in the snow, and almost everything comes down to how the snow is lit, and that is something you need to, or I need to, or whoever photographs snow. You need to recognize what kind of lighting that is on your snow, and I think Christophe did a good job in putting the snow in the what film photographers call in the correct zone, and it's a very, you know, a minimal image because there's not a lot of tones. It's all pretty bland, white, you know, light tones. I shouldn't have said bland. That was not what I meant, but because there's still detail, and once you see this image full screen, and you will understand what I mean. Interesting image, Christoph. Till Muller. Oh my God, another one of these. I'm so fortunate that these people are, you know, Till for one. I've been following Till Muller for a long time now, and I'm fortunate that he is, you know, adding stuff to my little theme. What can I say? Master of minimalism. Again, talking about the essential elements, right? You have a whole row of these stumps, and that probably formed some sort of sea wall at one point. But by using the long exposure, you are really cutting down the noise and, you know, showing the essential part of the landscape. This is beautiful work. And again, another one of these modern masters, in my opinion, is Eric. Oh, Jesus Christ, Eric Ferdinand. I was fortunate that you know, at one point he was a guest curator, and he remembered this little theme, and posted this fantastic photograph this week. It's an older one of Eric, but still very appropriate for the team, and this must have been Eric's favorite lake, Cook Lake, I believe it was, near Edmonton. But what I like about this is that black horizon line. It's almost like a like an indicator. Like you have people you know, they write their name, and then they have that compelling thing to do, like they underline their signature or whatever, right? And that's like Eric, or not Eric, but Mother Nature saying, like, look at this sunset or sunrise. You know, this is yeah, I like this. And again, I mean, here's a good detail about ice or snow again on the lake, and how much you can do with the texture of it if the lighting is right. All right, first timer Dionys. All right. If you have been seeing these videos for a while, I have the trade to kind of pronounce people's name wrong, so I'm gonna butcher yours as well. Dionys. Oh my God, Raquel. I don't know. Anyways, he posted very much his first, his. Okay, this was a long day, right? And it's 7:33 right now, and I'm running on fumes after a long weekend. So, whew. All right, composure. He posted his very first photograph to the theme, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. Beautiful find on the ice crack or whatever it is. That is interesting. I mean, not interesting because, I mean, what I'm not saying interesting because I don't like the image, because a lot of people say, "Oh, interesting image." It sucks, right? But I mean interesting from a nature perspective, because I've seen a lot of ice here, but I've never seen an ice crack like that before. And I don't know if it is an ice crack. Maybe there's a rock there. Maybe there's even, this is just a bunch of rocks. I don't know. An old campfire maybe. I don't know. But it definitely adds a lot of, it intrigues me, you know, and I like that. And then again, making sure that, you know, you know, simplifying the image a little bit with letting the trees go to black. I really love the shadow area underneath the trees as well. That's really shows you that that sky is real. It did have a nice bright area over top of it where it was, you know, the light was acting like a big softbox, and it shows. It gorgeous. Welcome to the little group here on Google Plus, Dionys. Thank you for adding your very first minimal Monday photograph. Thank you so much. All right, R.J. Wilner is next. Another one of these winter photographs that are not so simple, like in my opinion, not so easy to see or to do. These are, I mean, this is, the concept behind this is simple, right? Sun is hanging low, and trees are casting shadows on snow, on a snowy, you know, medium, so to speak. First of all, you need to see this. A lot of people don't, right? Lots of people ignore images like this because they don't see the photographic value of it. And I'm happy that RJ did see this and did everything right to make sure that there were no distracting elements in this photograph. Really nice, intimate image, RJ. Thank you for adding this. And then I want to show you this. This photograph is, again, a snowy landscape. It must be winter, right? This photograph is by Ryan Wright, and he saw these really nice looking oh, no, I have a problem with saying trees. Trees. It's not three, it's 3 trees. Whew. That should be in a language test or something. Anyhow, again, I mean, it's okay to, if it's okay, here's the thing, if it's okay to let things go to black, it is okay to let things go to white, right? And Ryan understood that, and he was not too concerned about the sky going, you know, white. And I agree. I mean, it is a very simple image. That horizon line where all the grass is enough to make me see a horizon, you know, and it gives the trees, the 3 trees, something to lean on, you know. It grounds them, literally grounds them, and composition-wise, you know, it's interesting. It's good. I mean, it's not centered in the 3 trees. Wow. But it's really well balanced, and the little tree on the right gives a nice secondary focal point. And my eye goes from, you know, never wanders too much around the horizon. So, I mean, you can have negative space that you let go to black as a like a heavy vignette to stop the eye from wandering. But that same idea does it's the same idea if you let everything go to white without a negative, like without a vignette. My eye doesn't want to wander as well because it's scared to, you know, fall off the page, so to speak. So, I mean, there's 2 similar techniques with different visual results, but it can go either way. You can go let everything go to black, so to speak, and burn everything, or you can, you know, let everything go to white. That's okay. Beautiful image, Ryan. I enjoyed this. All right, that was my selection. Now I have 3. Oh my God, this is a Minimal Monday wrap up with the number 3. Oh, that was a good 3. Anyways, I have 3 exceptions to show you. Exceptions is a big word because they're all kind of minimal. The first one I want to show you is a photograph by Russ Bishop. Not because it's minimal, alright, but because it shows you the beauty of nature, alright. This is very much real, alright. This is the exhaust plume, or what's left of it, of a rocket. And when it's like, basically it's a big contrail, right? But the contrail is actually so high up that ice crystals, you know, because it's so cold up there, I mean, they diffract the light from the sun in all different ways, and you get these weird looking rainbows that aren't really using, you know, it's like you get more like oily colors, right? And we see them in Alberta, you know, once in a while, but those natural clouds, I believe they're called I have to look it up, iridescent clouds or something. they look like a drop of oil in water, like motor oil. You know, and you get these like beautiful, like these colors, but not as profound like this, because a contrail or a man-made object puts a lot more ice crystal, or the density of the ice crystals in that particular spot is going to be very dense, and that's why you got these beautiful textures. And this is definitely real. I can guarantee you that. Beautiful image, Russ. You should know Russ Bishop. He's a wonderful photographer to follow on Twitter as well. Always helpful, and he does share a lot of amazing photographs. So, you know, follow him on Google Plus, follow him on Twitter, look him up. You won't be disappointed. I'm very much intrigued by architectural photography that revolves around colors, and I like John Sealander's edition this week to the theme. And although this theme is about landscape photography, I will share interesting photography that I think is noteworthy. And I mean, other than, you know, the yellow and the blue, which are, you know, two opposing colors, this is a very interesting image, and I like, you know, architectural photography that is done well. I really can enjoy it. I'm a nature guy, I'm a landscape guy, but that doesn't mean that I exclude everything else. You know, you should learn. You can learn from architectural masters like you know, Joel Tinchler or Julia Anna Kospro, I don't know what the last name, Kosporadu or something. But we all know who I mean. But we all can learn from masters like that. And although I mean, this image on my screen, at least, it suffers a little bit from a pincushion distortion, but this once you would correct that, John, and get every single line as straight as you can, this would be a good start for a series. I believe you can do a whole series on these if you find some interesting gates. Beautiful photograph. I like this. And then the last exception I want to show you is, again, not a landscape, but it shows you how you can train your eye. This is an interior photograph, and we've talked about triangles before. Now this is I'm not going to ask you how many triangles you see in this photograph, but there's a lot of triangles. And this is a very deliberate composition. Two lines are starting from, you know, the bottom corners. You get white areas, you get darker areas. Sure, there's noise. Who cares about noise? I don't. This is a fabulous image, and this is stuff you can do, you know, in your home. You know, this is stuff you can do, you know, lying in bed even. You know, think about photography and train your eye, and this is a really good way to do it. Beautiful work, Lauren Moss. So that was it for this week. Nothing else I can tell you, but thank you all for your generous submissions again this week, and I hope you guys have a good week, and I'll see you all next Monday. See ya.